Will I get hammered if I take Social Security, Josh? Yeah, I need you to help me because I'm worried I'm going to get hammered from a tax-wise if I take it now. That's a question, my friends, I get quite a bit, or a variation of that. Should I take it now? We're hurting financially. I don't want to pay too many taxes. What's it going to do to my income? What's it going to do to my future? I don't know where to turn. What should I do? I get this question frequently, actually, on YouTube, plus in my email, because I do a lot of seminars. And so people sign up from an email, or they'll actually ask me during the seminars. Now, it's harder to give a specific answer during a seminar because you can't just run the numbers to that person specifically. But I did receive this question here today via email. So I want to share it with you because that might be something of concern to you. Welcome to the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, my friends, the place where you come to find out Social Security strategies, how to reduce taxes, increase your income for retirement. Make sure you don't leave your heirs a resounding tax bomb with a thing called the IRA. And I'm about to publish my second book that talks about that, which I'll report back when it's about done. All right. So if you like what you hear, definitely hit subscribe down there, hit subscribe. And then, of course, the notification bell as well to be notified of our future content, because we do about 5 videos a week. Actually, I'm doing even probably twice that now because it's enjoyable. So if you like what you hear, subscribe and then hit the notification bell. All right. So let's dive right into it. Obviously, I won't share who this person is, but the scenario was that her husband's not in the best shape. He's since retired and is on Social Security. All right, so we're just going to say, let's see, we're going to go to my Trustful spreadsheet, and we're going to come over here. We'll say Hub, and right now he's getting $2,100 of Social Security, and he's 68 years old. So I'm assuming that's his PIA. So we're going to assume that's his PIA. All right, so in fact, let's just say Hub's PIA, because remember, PIA is the amount you get at your primary insurance age. And if you're under the age, if you're born after the age of 1959, your FRA, your full retirement age, will be 67. If you're born before 1960, your FRA, full retirement age, will be 66 and maybe some months, depending on when you're born. So just remember, if you're born in 1960 or beyond, your FRA is 67. If you're born 1959 and before, your FRA is 66 and maybe some months. So your PIA is the amount you get at your FRA. So we're going to assume that the husband took his benefit at 66. He's 68 now, and his PIA is $2,100 a month. All right. So he has a PIA of $2,100. Wife says she's going to get $1,000 a month, but she's only 63. So I'm assuming that is based on her PIA from the Social Security. So if she takes it earlier, she'll lose, what's that, about 15%. So she'll get basically $850 a month if she takes it early, because her PIA is that, but you got to subtract roughly 15% for taking it 2 years. Oh, no, that's 3 years. I think she said she was going to turn 64 this year. So she gave me a number 850. So I'm using that. So basically she'll lose some amount, and it's going to be 850 because taking it early. So we'll type in early Social Security. All right. And then she also makes about, what does she say? About 40 a year. And so 40 a year divided by 12 is about $3,300 a month. All right. So she got $3,300 a month. Oops. 850. And employment is about work, $3,300 a month. All right. So between these two, she makes $3,300 plus $2,100 is what her husband's getting, plus 33, and that would give them about $65,000 a year. She feels she's coming up short by about $5,000 to $8,000 a year, and she's adding to the credit card, and she doesn't like that. She has some stuff she needs to do around the house as well. So her question to me is, should she go ahead and take the Social Security now? Her biggest concern was she doesn't want to get hammered tax-wise because she's worried about the taxes that come with Social Security, especially while she's working. So a couple of things come out. The minute you say you're 60, or someone says she's 63 and she's looking to file, you say, I don't know about that, because it means you're going to have a earlier or a discounted benefit, as we talked about here, because you're filing early. Secondly, the minute someone says, I want to file earlier before my full retirement age and I'm still working, well, you and I know that will be reduced potentially of her Social Security benefit until she hits the age of 66, her full retirement age. So another one of her concerns was, I don't want to have a reduced benefit for life. And she won't have a reduced benefit for life. She'll have a reduced benefit until she hits 66, and then they'll recalculate everything. So that doesn't concern me in the least. But, that is a misconception out there that people think I don't want to lose my money for life because I'm working before my full retirement age. It just won't happen. All right. So now we got 3,300 plus 1,000 plus 850. And that would give it seemed like I wanted something else almost. Oh, now here's the thing too. She was 63 years old. We take 2018 minus 63, which means she was born in 1955, which is really bad because if she was born January 1st, 1954 or earlier, she could take half of her husband's benefit, her spousal benefit. Now, it would be reduced because she's younger than 63, younger than 66, but she could take it and file a restricted application to allow this benefit to continue to grow at a clip of 8% a year. So if she were born in 1953, let's just say, she could take half of that, which is $10.50 a month. Now, it would be reduced again because she's taking it before full retirement age. But still, she could allow this guy right here to grow at a clip of 8% a year until she hits 70 years old or whatever she needs to do. But because she was born in 1955, due to the law that Obama and the Republicans bipartisanly signed or passed and then Obama signed, that's no longer an option for her. So that's too bad. But it is what it is. I mean, you got to work with the rules that are at hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate a rough idea what her taxes are going to be when you factor in if she does not take Social Security. So if she does not take Social Security, her husband has a benefit of $2,100 a month times 12, $25,200. And then she has I got to do that because it changes on me. It always warns me I'm changing something. All right, so that's going to be half of their benefit. And then she has $40,000 a year of all other income. All right, so now we have a provisional income of $52,000, which means her taxable income, her Social Security, is taxed at a clip of his Social Security because she's not taking it. It's $13,310 is taxable Social Security. So what we do is we take $13,310, add that to that, our other income, and her gross income is now $53,310. So $53,310. Don't look at these two numbers down here for a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to move me out of the way so I can go to my taxable income chart here. $53,310, and I'm going to put that in there. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. I do have to, bear with me. I do have to subtract out adjusted gross minus their standard deduction, but unfortunately, their standard deduction isn't $26,600 because she's under 65. So we got to subtract out $1,300 from that, $25,300. So her taxable income is $28,010. And the reason I did that, remember, once you're over 65 on the new Trump tax bill, your standard deduction is $13,300. If you're under 65, your standard deduction is $12,000. So they have $25,300 of standard deductions off her AGI. And again, the AGI consists of her taxable Social Security plus any other taxable income that they have, which would be her earned income. And it makes her taxable income of $28,010. So now we go back to this guy right here, $28,010, and we're going to get a tax bracket, a taxable income of $2,000, or taxes due $2,980 tax. So that's her taxes without doing anything, without taking Social Security right now. So that's just what she's paying right now. That does not include FICA. That's just straight income tax. And that doesn't include the state either, because the state, Georgia, she lived in Georgia? I think it was in Georgia. It just doesn't include the state of Georgia. It just includes her FICA. My inclination, she probably won't have any tax in Georgia. But either way, it doesn't include her FICA, doesn't include the state of Georgia. That's just a federal income tax. So what if we now added that $850 to her Social Security? So he had 25. So we do $850 times 12, which is $10,200 plus the 25 husband makes. And that's, 25,200, 850 times 12, 10,200 plus 25,200. That makes their total Social Security benefit $35,400, which means that they have a taxable benefit of $17,000. 645 taxable. Their total provisional income is basically 17,645 plus this right here, $40,000. Well, it gives me 17,000, 50,000. What does it give me? 57,000, 17,000. No, it was rounding up a little bit. I got to figure out why is it doing that? I don't get it. Anyway, it's rounding up a bit there. Anyway, but her total tax or adjusted gross income would be 40,000 plus this right here. Don't know why that's giving me 57,700. Should be 57,645. Yeah, there it is. All right, good. It is giving me 57,645. That's what we wanted. I don't get why it's making that mistake right there. Right here. But anyway, this is it right here. That's her adjusted gross income. Is again her provisional, her taxable Social Security based on the provisional income numbers, which is how we calculate that, plus her earned income. All right, so her total adjusted gross income is 57,645. You take out those standard deductions of 25,300. Her taxable income now is 32,345. So it's what's that about? That's about $4,300 more than what it was before. I've had 32,345. I have a feeling it's not going to be a huge tax benefit, huge tax hit, but let's find out. So 32,345, and her taxes are now 3,500, a little bit more. So she's going to pay, what's that? $520 more in taxes. All right, so she's going to pay $520 more in taxes divided by 2980. 17% more than what she was paying before. And the reason is because Social Security, once you hit that provisional income number, is double taxed. Now you got to pay tax on Social Security plus that income as well. It's a double tax bracket. It's horrific, actually. Now, again, Congress not doing anything infuriates me, but they haven't done anything since 1983. And they didn't do anything in 2000 or 1993. And then in 2015, Congress and the president's all bipartisan now, haven't done anything. 1983 is Democrat-run Congress. 1993 is Democrat-run Congress. 1983 is a Republican president. 1993 is a Democratic president. In 2015, Republican-run Congress and a Democratic president. So they've all had a time to take a swing at the plate, and they've all struck out. So at the end of the day, she's going to pay 17%, 17.5% tax bracket on that Social Security increase, simply because Social Security is going to be subject to tax, plus their income is going to be subject to more tax as well. Again, the epitome of a double taxation. But still, at the end of the day, she's going to pay an extra $520 in taxes for that $10,200 she's going to get. And the only thing I'd ask is, look, if you're basically increasing your credit card by $5,000 a year, and that's costing you just say 10% a year, that's right there is that's $500 a year in interest you're paying without even paying down the principal. So go ahead and take the Social Security without question, in my opinion. It doesn't make any sense not to here for sure. Now, a couple of things going on. Everyone's situation is different. I'm just going off the number she had given me, and I don't know how true specific that. I just don't know. My inclination is probably pretty close to specific, but I don't know. Also, I don't know if this is his PIA. She said he's not in great health, so my inclination is that he's probably going to predecease her, given the fact he's a man and 5 years older. That would inherently tell me that would be the case. But the fact she's also saying he's not in great health means that he is going to die before she does, which means she will sacrifice this when he does die and step into that. And generally speaking, the lower earning income winner, i.e. in this case, a wife, definitely wants to file early, generally speaking, and allow the husband to get a bigger benefit. So that way they can earn at least a little bit of her benefit too before he dies. And then she'll sacrifice this to get that. So hope this helps, my friends. I know there's a lot going on there. But again, the couple of things I wanted to point out, you're talking $520 increase in taxes on $10,200 more. And that's basically 5% tax bracket that you're paying on that $10,200. Now, I did say it was 17%. Because it's 17% more than what you paid. I mean, you're getting an extra $10,000 of income, but it's cost you $520 in taxes when before is so your taxes are $3,500 now, where before is $2,980. So that is a 17.5% increase in your total tax dollars, even though the actual amount that you're paying is only about 5% on that total income. I know it's weird, but you're getting an extra $10,200. you're paying an extra $5,200 to $520. Of that $10,200 of Social Security, $520 is being taxed. All right, so that's a basically right at 5%. That's a 5% tax bracket on that Social Security. But that's only one step, the two-step process. That $10,200 also goes back into your AGI, your adjusted gross income, and is being taxed again. And so it's not a 5% tax bracket. It's not a 12% tax bracket. It's a 17.45% tax bracket because it's being taxed twice. I know that's confusing, but a simple way to look at it, I was paying $29.80. I took out $10,200 for Social Security. Now I'm paying $3,500. My tax increase on that $10,200 is 17.45%. That's exactly what it is. That's what you have to understand, how Social Security can be double taxed. It's sickening, but it is what it is. She should do it without question. And there's no debate in my opinion at all. Maybe she has other assets. I don't know. At the end of the day, she should take her Social Security. So if you like what you see here, again, subscribe. Comments always helpful, and thumbs up too. But comments, I'd love to hear them. If you have some thoughts, questions, or concerns you have, put comments in there, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Go to the blog at heritagewealthplanning.com, and we'll see you next time on the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. I'm just got to move myself out of the way again.